Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome to my lounge. I am Berns. I'm your certified detox specialist. And every morning we get bouncing. Yes, even on a Sunday morning. So welcome if you're brand new to the Real Juicy Detox. We get discussing all kinds of great things about detoxing our body. We learn how to use and harness the power of fruits in order to detoxify the body. And then we learn how to have a really healthy lifestyle with this raw living. And we figure out how to turn simple ingredients into beautiful dishes and beautiful food for our families and for ourselves as we continue our detox process. So welcome. If this is your first time being here, it's so great to have you. Oh my gosh. And if you guys are returning, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What are you doing? Hey, that's not real. You can't, but she will try. You can't eat those ones. She was eating the leaves off of the Christmas tree over here. Bouncing. Good morning, Amy. How are you, darling? How's your weekend going? It's the last weekend before Christmas. Have you gotten all your Christmas stuff done? Have you gotten all the orders finished? Oh my goodness. I'm just getting up. Everybody loved the Bernsey burgers last night. Yes! Bernsey burgers for the win. Oh my gosh. Amy is talking about the amazing raw vegan, yes, my friends, raw vegan burgers that I created, that we shared, that I showed everybody how to make in our class. Our noon classes are amazing. Nope, still pretty busy. Well, that's good. Busy is good. Busy means abundance, right? Oh my goodness, it's a busy time of year. If any of you are looking for something beautiful for your loved ones, you won't get it in time for Christmas, but you guys got to go check out Amy's store on Etsy called Amy's Leather Lane. Let me get that up here for you. You guys got to go check out her Etsy store. It is absolutely, I haven't had a chance to sit down as yet either to order as yet, Amy. But I will. I'll get something for myself in the new year. Oh my goodness. What is prickling my feet on my rebounder? There's always something going on. My hubby still doesn't like them. That's okay. You know what? It's all right. Okay, Dot, you cannot go underneath the rebounder. Oh my God. Like, seriously. Dot, I'm bouncing. There you go. I'm bouncing. Go away. Don't go underneath. Go under the tree. That's right. So this is the rebounder that I'm bouncing on. It is a 38 diameter rebounder. And this gentle bouncing is going to help open up your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system is your sewage system in the body. Let me fix that. Your lymphatic system is your sewage system in the body. And it is where every single cell in your body poops the metabolic waste after the natural process of breaking down our food, right? All of our cells take in food, take in all the nutrients from the blood. That the blood is the kitchen, and the blood makes up 20% of the bodily fluids. Yes, just 20%. 80% is made up of the lymphatic fluid, the fluid that surrounds every single cell in the body. And this fluid, the lymphatic fluid, is where all of the cells excrete what they do not, what they're not able to utilize, and the byproducts of digestion and all of that. So if your lymphatic system is not opening up and filtering out of your body through the kidneys, through the lungs, through the skin, through the colon, but if your body is not filtering out this lymphatic debris, mainly through the kidneys, then you're backed up, baby. You're backed up. You know when you're constipated Have any of you ever been constipated in your life? I don't think there's a person on this planet that hasn't been at one point in time unable to poop, right? That constipated actually means you're not having 3 bowel movements a day. Yeah. So if you're like, oh, I'm good, I poop every day. Do you poop 3 times a day? Because if you eat 3 times a day, technically speaking, your body should be pooping at least 3 times a day. So 3 times a day for pooping. Otherwise, you're technically constipated. But let's say you don't poop for a day. How do you feel? Backed up. Let's say you don't poop for 2 days. How do you feel? Really backed up. Let's say you don't poop for a week. That used to be me. Oh my God, as a little girl, I wouldn't have a bowel movement for weeks at a time. And it felt horrible. Absolutely horrible. Oh, you're welcome, Amy. You're so welcome. You know, I love pumping you up, or gassing you up, as the kids say these days. Woot, woot. See you live on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Woot, woot, woot. I'm getting it slowly but surely. I'm watching you on YouTube live. Makes me feel smart. Yes, Ben. When you watch me on YouTube live, you're officially smart. All right? So always watch me on YouTube live. I will message you first. I have not forgotten. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've just been so busy with other things and so focused on, oh my goodness, other stuff financially, right? Good morning, Jennifer. How are you doing? But I will get around to getting myself and the girls something from your beautiful shop. So we bounce in order to get this sewage system, this lymphatic system opened up, because the worst thing that you can do for your body, no, there's a lot of worse things you can do. There's a lot of bad things you can do. One of the worst things that you can do for your body is to keep it constipated. We know that when we're constipated, we don't feel good inside. We feel congested up. We feel toxic. We might get a headache. Well, you know, the headache and the head and the bowels are very intricately connected. As a developing fetus, your brain stem and your brain and your bowels, your intestines, were connected, and then they separated, but they're still connected. So a bowel movement is a neurological event. It's a neurological event. That's right, it's an electrical neurological event, which is why having fruit juices, which are so electric for your body and are exactly the nutrition that your body needs for fuel, that's why when you drink a lot of fruit, when you start going on a fruit juice cleanse, you start pooping a lot. It's like, where is all this poop coming from? I'm not eating any solid food. You know what I mean, Jennifer? You're over here too. Awesome, babe. Thank you so much. You know, you're not eating any solid food, but where's all this stuff coming out of? Well, the fruits are very electric, so they stimulate the electrical activity in the body to allow your intestines to have that peristaltic action, that pushing out action. So it's really important to have fruits. But the other thing that fruits does for us in terms of elimination, it's a great eliminator. It helps our bodies open up and eliminate, helps the lymphatic vessels. The lymphatic vessels have these kind of layered scales, right? Layered scales. And then if you think of a tube, like think of a plumbing tube, right? Well, it's got these little flaps that open up like this to allow the debris from around the cells to flow into the pipe, right? So the flaps are closed and then the flaps get opened up like this. And when we bounce like this, that causes a zero energy, a zero gravity, zero force gravity that helps these flaps open up to allow what is being pulled out of the cells by the fruits. Yeah, baby, these fruits are so astringent, meaning they pull and extract all of the toxins out of the cells. And now, because we're doing some rebounding, right, this is going to help those lymphatic flaps open up in order to, my nose is itchy, in order to allow this lymphatic debris to get into the lymphatic vessels and then flushed out of the body via the kidneys. That's right. Our kidneys are one of the main eliminative organs of the body. And when we think about elimination, well, most of us don't think about elimination. Many people, including doctors, do not understand elimination and understand what are the best ways to do to help the body to eliminate. Yes, an inversion table is also good. Hi there, Bob. So great to see you. How are you doing? Welcome back to class. An inversion table is good because anything that gets your blood flow circulating, gets your blood, also an inversion table. Well, an inversion table will put you upside down, so you're going to get a lot of blood flow to the head, and then when you come back right side up, it's going to flush all of that out of the head. So yeah, that would be great as well. But there's nothing that really beats the rebounder for doing the opening up of the lymphatic vessel flaps. What you looking for, babe?
No, I think Glenda keys.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Yeah, they're in my truck.
Okay. I need to go get myself some coconut water. Hang on. Bear with me. How did you sleep?
All
All right. You okay?
right. Sleep some more. Yes, kitty. Coming out? Yeah.
I've got some coconut water here. My throat was dry. Yes, I've not been so good since having too many chia puddings over 3 days. It stopped you from pooping. Very interesting. How much other juice have you been having, babe? Maybe you need to slow down on the chia. See, whenever you introduce something like chia pudding, I have found that chia pudding actually makes me go to the bathroom more. There's something about that chia, but chia also is going to absorb a lot of water out of your system. So make sure, I know you're a juicy girl, Jennifer, make sure you're really matching how much chia you're putting in with a lot of juice. So if I find for myself, I don't know if this is true for you, let me know in the comments, Jennifer, I find that when I eat more food, I drink less juice. 3 liters, well, that's still a lot. Yep, slow down on the chia pudding and see what it does for your bowels. But yeah, that could happen. Listen, everybody is unique. Everybody's body is unique. So what one person might be able to eat, no problem, the other person might not be able to do. I believe it can absorb the water, but it could be the dates in my food too. Anytime you have any dried fruit, you want to increase your water consumption for sure, right? But I saw this in one of the private chats that some of the girls in the group are in, and dates does not cause your blood sugar to spike. Dates are fruit. What causes blood sugar to spike, and I know you're not talking about blood sugar here, but I just wanted to touch on this in case anybody out there is watching and you're wondering, oh, I can't have, anytime I have raisins or dates or any kind of dried fruit, my blood sugar goes up. That's not true. What else are you having with the dates and the raisins? All right. And I know from particular, Lois, I know you're not watching, but I'm going to call you out anyhow. Lois, it's not the dates or the raisins that you're having. It's the other stuff that you're having in addition to the dates and the raisins. All right. So yeah. I think it's a candida issue for me. Eczema is bad. Yeah, well, the candida issue is definitely a thing. Pizza, your pizza. Is that what else you've been eating? It sounds pizza, barbecue sauce, all of those things are good. My raw vegan pizza, oh my gosh, raw vegan, guys. She's not talking about, Domino's pizza over here. Good morning, Cindy. Dot, do you want to go out? Come here. I'll let you out the front door. Oh, Dolly. Dolly just tried to get you to go out, and you didn't want to go. You didn't want to go. Meow. You didn't want to go out with Dolly. You didn't want to go out with Dolly, and now you're causing trouble. Now you're causing distractions in the class. There we are. Good morning, Cindy. How are you doing, my love? How did you sleep? So if your eczema is bad, that means that your kidneys are not opening up and filtering, right? So how do you get your kidneys to open up and filter? Well, you bounce. That's one way. Number two is your diet. Number one is your diet, by the way. It's not number two. Number one is always going to be your diet. So if you find that your eczema is flaring up, is acting up a little bit with more of the chewing food, I think that just means that your kidneys aren't open, babe. And even though your kidneys might be filtering somewhat, your kidneys, whenever we have something showing up on the skin, it means that that's an indication of what's happening within your kidneys. So if your eczema, if your skin condition, if your acne, if your cysts or boils, if your rashes, if anything is showing up on your skin, your melasma, skin discoloration, that means that your kidneys are not opening and filtering enough. Because what's happening is that metabolic waste material is not being able, which is acidic, by the way, is not exiting the body. So what happens? Number one, it backs up. That's like your toilet not being able to flush. Where does all the poop go? Where does all the urine go? Where does all the waste matter go when you can't flush your toilet, but you keep pooping in it, right? It overflows, it backs up into the skin. And then what also happens, this is where the candida comes in, those microorganisms such as candida, which is just a yeast infection, really, deep tissue yeast. What happens is that candida goes, oh my goodness, we have a job to do. We got acid in the lymphatic system. We got to clean this shit up. Let's go. And you get a proliferation of candida because it's eating and trying to neutralize and trying to take care of. See, the candida, the yeast, all of these things are here to protect us. The inflammation that rushes in, the excess cholesterol, the pulling of the calcium from the bones, all of this stuff. These are natural defenses that our bodies have in order to keep us safe and protected from our own acidity, right? You're dehydrated. So let me go through this and see here. Yeah, I think I'm eating too much. Had crackers at 2 p.m. for a few days. So Jennifer, what I would just do is I would just scale back on the chewing food. If you want to have some chewing food, make it raw fruit. Maybe the dehydrated stuff is just too much for your system right now. It was fun, right? It's fun to eat that stuff. But if you're not, it depends on everybody. It's not that these things are not good to eat. It's that you have to see, what is my body ready for? What is my body ready for? Okay. So, when we have, you're right. I think it might be that you're eating too many of those things that are pulling liquid from your cells and yourself, your body. So I would scale back on the anything dehydrated, and I eat dehydrated food really minimally, I would say. I mean, there are some times when I can get, a little bit like, oh, too much eating the dehydrated food, but I just make sure to put in more liquid, consume it around more liquid. My back really hurts not being able to do much bouncing, very gentle movements. So if your back is hurting you because of an injury, whenever you do rebounding, you want to make sure that you're not in any pain. As a former gym bunny, I used to be in pain all the time. And I used to think, oh, this is great. This means that, I'm really working hard and I'm building muscle. And listen, built up muscle does not equal fitness, does not equal health. All right. When you have a lot of pain and soreness in the body, that is from lactic acid, and that is from inflammation rushing in, because your body perceives those muscle tears that take place when you exercise. Your body perceives that as an injury, which it is. So the body's going to rush in with inflammation to help that area heal. And with that comes an increase in pain. So whenever you do any kind of exercise, even if it's gentle rebounding like this, you want to be really careful. And you don't want to push it to the extent that when you get off and the next day you're in pain. I have not been in any pain whatsoever since starting my rebounding I guess, when did I start the rebounding classes? I can't remember. Maybe 40 days ago. We're on day 63 right now since we started our juicy jumpstart, right? We're still going. That's when I started to do the live classes 3 times a day. So yeah, if you're ever exercising, even doing the rebounding, and let's say you have a prior injury and you're doing the rebounding and that's where the pain is coming from, do it really gently and only do it when you're knowing for sure that your kidneys are open and that they're filtering out. The other things that you can do, Jennifer, to get, and everybody else, to get your kidneys filtering is to take the kidney and adrenal formulas that Dr. Morse has for us. If you can't get them in your country, or if you can't afford to get them from Dr. Morse, like our Canadian people up here in Canada, it's very expensive for shipping and it's very expensive for customs and duties. And then on top of all of that, we have to pay, 30% more just because of our Canadian dollar. Might be even more than that by now. I don't know. I haven't checked lately. So what I want you to remember is that the herbal support that's listed in the for Dr. Morse's herbal support, the tinctures, he has listed out on his website what those tinctures contain. And if you look at the kidney, and that's why the reason he has 4 kidney formulas is because there are so many kidney supportive herbs that we have at our disposal, that he wanted to bring in all of them and have them so that we can rotate through them, right? So that the body is never getting really super comfortable with one. You can take kidney number 1 for weeks 1 and 2. You can take kidney number 2, or you can take kidney number 1 and 4, or kidney number, you know what I mean? So you can change it up, you can mix it up, and you can get your own. You can buy the herbs on your own. You can get them from different suppliers. There's actually a place called Herbie's Herbs, .com, I believe, and there you can actually have them make your tinctures for you. You just tell them which herbs you want in it and how much, what ratio you want. And for anybody who is interested, Dr. Morse's herbal list that he has on his website, listing out for each tincture or each formula what is in there, doesn't have the ratio on there, but a pretty safe guess is that you start off with the most concentrated in the formula are at the top, then in the middle are the middle range, and then at the bottom are the least amount. So for example, for any formula, I would say the top 2 are probably going to be a 5-part ratio. Then the next 3 or 4 are going to be a 2-part ratio, and then the bottom 2 are going to be a 1-part ratio. Here's my delicious lover.
Good morning, everybody.
Is it cold outside?
No,
It's not too bad, actually. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yep. So, oh, since Dali is here, I wanted to show you, Dali, I'm talking right now about how some different modifications that we can do on the rebounders. So if you don't mind, if you can just stand right behind me on the trampoline. I'm going to show you guys what you can do for anybody who is unable. I've talked about this before, but for anybody who's unable to get on the rebounder themselves, maybe they have a knee injury or they're not really mobile, right? But their kidneys are open. You're starting to open up your kidneys. What you can do is you can get a friend or a delicious lover to stand behind you, right? And just put your bum right in the middle, and they can put their feet on either side of you. Can you see that? There you go. And can you bounce, Dali? Can you bounce until I start bouncing a little bit? Okay, not that much. That's too hard. Okay, so you see that amount of bouncing? Can you turn my camera down for me a bit more? Just tilt it all the way down. Yeah. Okay, do that again. Okay, so you can see that I'm bouncing, right? Even this amount of bouncing, you can even, if you can, just get your legs right onto the rebounder. If you cannot cross your legs, that is okay. I realize that's even challenging for me to do, but you can put your legs right here coming off of the rebounder, and your partner can just bounce behind you so that you can get some of that zero force action going in your lymphatic system. All right, but you should never feel any pain. You really shouldn't feel any pain. If you have got any pain experience, then you want to stop. You want to come at this gently. This is a gentle workout. This is not a rah, 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 I gotta go crazy. This is not that kind of a workout, right? I was dry fasting at night. All right, all right. Let's just check out here. We're problem solving some stuff with Jennifer. Just started fennel tea last night before bed. I feel I'm dehydrated. So whenever you feel that you're dehydrated, you definitely want to get your hydration up, and that is going to happen with juice. Yes, it is. It's not, and I know this is not pertaining to you, Jennifer, because you already know this, but some people might be new to this and new to my channel. So I want to remind people that hydration does not come in the form of water. Hydration, when we drink water, we're drinking unstructured water. The most hydrating water or anything that you can eat or consume is going to be anything high in electrolytes. The electrolytes is where you want to go for. And that does not mean Gatorade, you guys. Don't buy that. Don't buy into that BS. Gatorade has a pH level of 2.5 to 3 on the pH scale, which is very acidic. So I'm not talking about hydration with that fake kind of stuff. I'm talking about hydration from living juice, living juice. This is coconut water. I busted this out of my young Thai coconut last night before going to bed because I don't like hammering things loudly in the house, you know. Jennifer says, yes, these were my thoughts. I'm back on salad only tonight. Okay, that's great. Now, if it were me, Jennifer, I would be back on lots of watery fruit if you want to eat something, just because it's going to be the most alkalizing and the most hydrating for you. But yeah, if you want to have a salad, totally cool. My broccoli pesto with courgette spaghetti. Ooh, that sounds delicious, babe. Been feeling a little off, like a sore throat and immense tiredness. So yes, I need clean fruit and salad. Stay away from fats and dates. Okay, but I want to remind you something here. If you are experiencing sore throat and immense tiredness, it is not because you're eating too much fats and dates. It's because your body is cleaning itself. Remember, let me pull it up here for you and for everybody else who might be new to this class. And by the way, welcome to detox class, you guys. You think it's just bouncing in the morning, but we get into figuring out how to problem solve. I take people's questions live, whether it's 8 a.m., noon, or 8 p.m. every single day. If you have a question, this is the perfect place to ask me your questions, because we're gonna break it down. I'm going to help you out with as much knowledge as I can bring for you from Dr. Morse and from my own experience. But here's what I want to look at. So if you are having, well, hold on, let me go back to your comment, Jennifer. You've been feeling a little off, a little sore throat, a little immense tiredness. Okay, bear that in mind. What are some of the initial mild cleansing effects? And you can only have these cleansing effects, by the way, you can have them under two circumstances. You can experience any of these things under two circumstances. Number one, you're raw, you're 80% raw, and you've been really focusing on getting a lot of juice into you or eating a lot of raw, fresh, vibrant, alive food. If that is you and you're doing that for 80% of the time, 80% of what's going into you is alive and it is raw, then what you're experiencing, if it's any of these things, is a result of your body cleaning itself out right over here, cleansing itself, or detox symptoms. And in Detox 101, which is where this slide is from, the slide is from when I did Detox 101. It's linked in the description of this video. You can definitely check that out, no problem. If you are experiencing any of these things and you're eating raw, mainly raw, then it's a result of your body cleaning itself out. But if you've been not been eating 80% raw, let's say you're eating 50% raw and you experience any of these things, or 0% raw and all cooked food, and you experience any of these things, then that is a sign of acidosis in the body. And we need to get you to realize that and to get you to turn this around. But a lot of people experience these cleansing reactions, and they freak out and they think, oh my God, I'm doing something wrong. I'm having too much fats. I'm having too many dates. I'm feeling crappy, and that's why. No, that's not why. Your body is actually going into a stronger level of detox, and that could be what it is as well, Jen. So I wouldn't be freaking out about this. I would just say to myself, okay, this is what's happening. Look, rashes and itching, skin conditions are going to flare up. So if you haven't seen Detox 101 as yet, and Detox 102, which we just did, why is my lighting all off? All of a sudden, my lighting is a little bit off. So if you are experiencing any of these things, then I want you to understand that these are the ways that the body cleans itself out. I'm sorry. I gotta get this right, or else it's gonna bug me. Live stream issues, real life issues. Okay, let me go back to here. So yeah, I have been feeling that myself. I've been having my own cleansing reactions, and one of them, as we can see here, some of them are loss of energy, which may go up and down. Disease symptoms increasing temporarily, mild headaches, mucus oozing from eyes, all of these things I have experienced. So we went through all of these different things, some rectal bleeding, and which could be hemorrhoids or lesions, minor blood in urine. We've also got, it goes on and on. It goes on and on, you guys. It goes on and on. It's an adventure, to say the least, right? Yep, had a very heavy period with the full moon on top of that. Oh gosh, girl, you got it going on. The heavy period, again, is your body detoxifying your uterus. That is what the heavy bleeding is happening when we are having, menstruation problems, for sure. And you want to be looking at, Jennifer, I can't remember if you're doing any of the herbal formulas. Let me know. Amy has had the same. Yep, here she is. Sorry if there are chaps in here. Listen, these are all bodily functions that if there are any chaps in here, any gentlemen in here, and they have a problem with dealing with these kind of, talking about these kind of issues, then you need to kind of get a grip, because every man has a woman in his or her life, in his life, right? You've got a mother, you got grandparents, you usually have aunts, sometimes you have sisters, oftentimes you have wives or daughters. So understanding that this is a natural part of our body function. There's nothing to be weirded out about here. There's nothing to apologize for here. We deal with prostate issues here as much as we deal with ovarian and uterine issues here. So don't ever feel bad about that, babe. We good. I'm the same, Jennifer. I've actually gained weight back. I know it's from the sauces and the nut-based stuff. I'm drinking a ton of juice, though. I'm really looking forward to just juicing again on January the 1st. Yeah. So we're going to want to experiment with our bodies. What I have found too, Amy, is that whenever I start back eating, chewing food, I make sure to monitor and check my weight, because my weight is an indication of how much inflammation is in my body, right? The less inflammation, the less water my body is holding on to, the less I weigh. It's really, really simple. So definitely start looking at, well, how much have I been eating? Now, if your weight going up, I want to talk about that, because I wonder if I can get this up onto StreamYard real quick. I want to show you guys my weight chart is what I want to do. And I just did it up for Anne Louise, one of my one-on-one coaching clients. So let me just show this to you. And I'm going to just let everybody know while you're on here, there will be no noon class again today. I do apologize for that, but I'm finding that the weekend time where I don't have to break my stride, break my rhythm with Dali, I find that that's really helping our relationship, to be honest with you. Not that our relationship is in trouble or anything. Don't get me wrong. But I'm always looking for ways to improve and make things better in our relationship. and we really enjoyed our day yesterday. We didn't do any Christmas shopping. We sat on that couch all day watching a bunch of different stuff. We watched some stuff about the Great Conjunction. We watched some stuff about the V word. We watched some stuff about, oh my God, we went to a great concert last night with Led Zeppelin and Prince and Heart and David Gilmour. And who else was there? We had an awesome time. We went to a concert on, Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. Who else was at the concert? It was a really good concert. So that's what we did. So today's morning bouncing class will be more of along the lines of what our noon classes would be like. But then again, our morning classes are like this too. Okay, so let me go in here and let me see if I can't find this and talk a little bit about this weight issue, because I know a lot of you have the weight issue and the question of, oh my God, but you know, my weight and what's going on with that. So let me see if I can, oh gosh, so you know what I want to do? I want to write in here what is what. So let me just bear with me. Let me just get something written over here on this. So I have my weight chart up here. But I do want to do this little adjustment for you here. So this was, what date was that? That was June. I can't tell. This was June. I don't want to write on that layer. I want a new layer. I'm doing this in my Procreate app. Any creative and artistic people out there, you need to check out the Procreate app for your iOS devices. So this is June. That doesn't even look like I'm writing the word June. Come on, Berns. And I was 150 pounds over here. You know what? I'm going to do this for you guys later because there's a lot of notes that I want to add onto this. But suffice it to say, let me show it. Oops. Let me show you the scale. All right, so this was my scale. And over here, right over here on this side at the top there, that's when I started weighing myself. I think it was like June, I don't know, June something. But you can see this is 25 pounds of weight loss over the course of 190 days. But there were a lot of days in there where my weight did go up and down and kind of bounce around, you know, until it started to level off. But still to today even, my weight will go up and down by 1.5 pounds, depending on just how my body is responding. If I do go 100% juice, then my body weight drops. My body weight does go down. And then once I start back eating again, my body weight will stay at that lower level. It might bounce around by a pound or two, usually the same pound and a half, really, not really ever 2 pounds. But it's normal for your weight to go up a little bit. Don't be too alarmed with that, right? That's normal. Kidney and glandular tinctures I will invest in. Thanks, Berns. You're welcome. Kidney and adrenal. All right, so here's what you want to do. If you can do it, if you can look into the Fab Four, for example, the kidney, the adrenals, the lymphatic, and the endocrine system. If you can look into those 4 formulas with Dr. Morris, I would highly recommend that. For the heavy bleeding, you want to look at the pituitary formulas, because the pituitary gland dictates the amount of thyroid stimulating hormone that you secrete, which has an effect on your reproductive system for sure. And it affects your ovaries as well, which has to do with your reproductive system. So when Amy and I were figuring out what she should take for her heavy bleeding, and I called down to Dr. Morris's clinic, they definitely recommended the pituitary. They confirmed pituitary if depending on how heavy it is, you might want to go into a pituitary glandular. But for the meantime, the pituitary or endocrine formulas with the herbs should really help you a lot. I'm proud. Amy says, I was proud of myself last night. Didn't have any mainstream candy or cookies or pizza. Amy, You turn the corner, girl. You're doing it. You've been turning this corner for so long doing this. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. And it's not that you can't have any of that stuff, right? But just be aware what is the chemistry that you're putting in the body, and be aware that you are going to compromise your detox. Like when you start eating some of that mainstream stuff again, just because it's special, it's just a little something. It's just one meal. It's not gonna I don't want to eat something else because I don't want to offend my host. You know what I mean? I don't want to offend my in-laws by not eating their delicious Croatian deliciousness. However, at a certain point in time, you have to say, I gotta take care of myself here, right? Even if it means somebody is not going to like the choices that I make. And bring other stuff that also fits into that palette. We had talked about that, right? Christmas is coming up. Christmas is coming up. It is hard to resist all of the traditional and memory filled stuff that we are used to eating. It's just really, really, really hard. Amy said hi, Dally. That was a while ago, obviously. I'll let him know you said hi. Jennifer says, hey, Amy, right, I got a little excited with all the yummy foods. I know, I'm sorry if I overexcited you guys with all the yummy foods. It's not to say that those prepared or dehydrated or different combinations of foods is a bad thing. It's just, especially if you've been doing a lot of juicing and now you're transitioning into eating more food, you want to kind of go slow. Take it easy on some of that stuff. But it's all about the balance, baby. Amy says, I know, me too, Jennifer. That's how I bounced this morning on my own, though. There you go. You're bouncing. I'm so proud of you, Jennifer. You're doing it. What a trooper Dali is. You two are a cute couple. Thank you so much. You mean because I made him come and bounce behind me? I know he's not really an on-camera guy that much. He's much more of a behind-the-scenes type of person. But yeah, sometimes I pull him in. Kidneys were filtering. Sure, they still are. Need to test when period stops. Well, you can test your kidney filtration anytime. You don't have to wait for your period to stop. But yeah, kidney filtration. God, this past weekend, that's one reason why we didn't go shopping yesterday, Christmas shopping, is because my kidneys were absolutely killing me. My back was so sore. I'm telling you, it was like, oh my God, my kidneys are filtering. Drink up. Let's do some more of that. Good morning, Ashlyn. How are you doing? Yes, almost nothing cooked, only steamed red cabbage with apple, star anise, cardamom, and orange, and once a week sweet potato. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I would just recognize, number one, that you got to get your kidneys opened up more, get the metabolic waste filtering out even more. Recognize that anything that you are experiencing in the body when you're this raw is going to be detox symptoms, and it's okay. It's not that your condition is worsening. It is not that you are failing. It is not that you are eating the wrong type of food. It is simply, and sometimes going to chewing food amplifies our detox. We don't even realize it. It's not always about pressing on the gas full speed ahead. Sometimes you need to pull back so that your body has a chance to catch up a little bit, right? So don't be afraid of what you're doing, Jennifer. I definitely think that you're on the right track. You know for yourself whether you've been having too much of the chewing food. You know to yourself if you've had too much of the dehydrated food. Listen to your body. Give your body more of the hydration that you need, and things will be good. Okay, babe? Hi, Asher. Asher says, hi, Berns. Things have gotten pretty bad. Oh, gosh, girl. I'm now bedridden. No, I can't walk more than a few steps without being breathless. I have so much pain. Oh, God, girl, Asher, I'm so sorry. So sorry that you are experiencing this intensity, babe. I'm now taking pain relief, which is counterproductive, I'm trying to detox. Listen, if you need to have some pain relief, don't beat up on yourself for that, okay? All right? Take the pain relief medication and, be aware about not overdoing it on the pain relief. Take just enough so that you can, I'm so sorry that you're going through that, but don't beat yourself up on taking pain medication. I've introduced cooked veggies to try and slow down the detox, which I'm hoping this is. This is definitely detox, 100%. I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy. I feel like I'm dying. Babe, I'm so sorry that you feel so crappy. You're not dying, right? You're not. I know it feels like it, you are, but you're not. Let's go back, Asher. Let's go. Let me come down here and make sure you didn't see. I know Gabriel's sending you love, Asher. Guys, let's send Asher some powerful healing energy right now. Asher, we ask that the universe come together, bring all of our energies together, and sending you so much healing vibration. I've got goosebumps head to toe. That's always a good sign from the universe. Jennifer says, take it easy, Asher. Oh gosh, Gabrielle says, I've had serious burn injury. Oh my gosh, Gabrielle, I'm so sorry. Or do you pronounce it Gabriel? Gabriel, I'm so sorry that you had that. Beautiful name, by the way. I feel your feeling of, I feel like dying. Yeah, I felt like that too. I'm not going to lie. I felt like I've been dying as well. I don't care if magic doesn't exist. I invent it. Yes, much love. Magic does exist, actually. Absolutely, it does. So Asher, I'm so terribly sorry that you're experiencing that, but I do want to remind you, let's go to the strong cleansing or detox symptoms, okay? Let's have a look at that. When you look at these things, these are strong detox or strong cleansing symptoms. I want you to understand that this is part of your body's healing process. You have been absolutely 100% crushing it on your detox with your juicing protocol and your raw protocol for, I think, over 4 months? Correct me if I'm wrong. It could be longer, right? You've been on this journey. You've got stuff going on. I want you to stay calm because that affects your breathing as well. Look, paralysis in part of the body, black mucus discharges from the lungs, heavy brown discharge or blood in the urine with associated kidney pain, heavy black discharge from the bowels with diarrhea, tumors popping out all over the body. Remember, we had Olga, we had Chuck, who showed us their tumors literally coming out through the skin. That is no joke. That is no joke. And you're on a serious healing journey here, babe. Loss of sight, loss of hearing, severe dizziness or vertigo, severe fatigue, abscesses developing all through the mouth, loss of fingernails or toenails, excessive weight loss, which can result when you have a pancreatic weakness, severe shortness of breath, right? You can use an antispasmodic or an inhaler, Asher. Severe shortness of breath. You're experiencing some of this stuff, aren't you? Temporary deep depression. We talked about that as well, right, Jennifer? Feeling very heavy emotionally. Mental confusion, skin cracking open, right? We're only on slide 3. There's more. Crazy, right? Teeth becoming loose, in a major way. Teeth can also soften. Teeth can even fall out. Like, this is an indication of the extent at which we have toxified ourselves, the extent of our acidosis which we have put there, the poor genetic material that we inherited from our parents that gave us the raw material that we use for our human structure, our physical structure. All of these things come to play. Now you find yourself detoxing on a very strong level. So yes, pull it back with some steamed vegetables if you need to pull back on the intensity of this. Remember, we're in this for the long haul. This is not a hurry up and fix me now, I need this gone now, although that is how we can feel, understandably. Babe, I'm so sorry you're experiencing it, but this is your journey. This is your journey. This is your journey, babe. as much as it sucks ass right now. And it's like, no. Let me see where I'm at. So I'm so sorry, Asher. I really am truly, truly sorry. This is detox. This will pass. Pull it back with some steamed vegetables if you need to. There's no shame in that. If you need to take some pain medication, all right, we understand. Take that. If you can get your hands on the pain and spasm formulas by Dr. Morse, those will both help. You're doing a lot of the right things already. We are with you. We are praying for you. We are holding you in our hearts that you recover from this smoothly. I'm going to go up and see all of the other comments. Yeah, nearly 6 months of 100% raw, 90% juice, 10% salad. I just worry it's disease progression. Well, I need to get my robe. Hold on, I am a bit chilly. I would say that if you were eating your standard American or standard Australian diet, as the case may be, that would be probably, I would be worried too that I would be having disease progression. But I don't know, babe, I don't know. But here's what I do know from what Dr. Morris has taught me and from what I've seen in myself and my other clients. If you are doing this protocol and you can really get down to business like you have gotten down to business, and you've been doing this for 6 months, then this is not disease progression. This is cleaning out the disease. Listen, you're going to feel the intensity of whatever you're cleaning out. You're going to feel the intensity of the dis-ease in your body twice, generally speaking. Once when you create it, and once when it's when it's on its way out. You're going to feel it at those two pivotal times. You're going to feel it. I'm not worried. If it were me, and this were going down in my body, I would not be worried. I would be saying, all right, detox, let's go. Let's go. You want to detox my body? I'll friggin' detox you. Give me some more juice, right? However much you can handle. But don't be going through this and thinking, oh my God, my disease is progressing. You're doing everything to reverse what put the dis-ease in your body in the first place. And remember, cancer is just acidosis killing cells in your body. Acidosis from what? When you put battery acid, drop some battery acid on your skin, what's going to happen to those skin cells? What's going to happen to your muscles? What's going to happen to your flesh? It's going to eat away. Acids corrode, acids agglomerate, acids make things stick together, but acids corrode. And when we put this acid hit into our body, how do we do that? If you're brand new, I know that Asher knows, and I know that everybody else here who's been in class here at the Real Juicy Detox, I know that you guys all know this, but what corrodes in the body, what creates an acid slurry in the body is the food that we eat, primarily the food that we eat, all the protein, all the meat, all the chicken, all the pork, all the veal, all the fish, all the structured animal protein breaks down into an acid in the body. We are not nitrogen machines. We are carbon machines. And when we look to nitrogen as food and as fuel, we are setting up for ourselves a very acidic byproduct, a very acidic end result. See, everything is metabolized and stuff doesn't just evaporate into thin air and just poof, it's gone. Everything that we consume leaves behind an acid residue or an alkaline residue. It leaves behind an ash. You know, like when you burn food, when you cook food, right? The food doesn't just disappear from the pot, right? The food either is eaten and put into your body, and the body has to deal with handling the digestion, the absorption, the utilization, and the elimination of that food, or it gets put in the garbage, but it's still somewhere. It's still somewhere. And as we metabolize food, all food, everything that we put in our body, all the stuff that we drink, all of the stuff that we inject, right? The Botox. By the way, fruits is the best Botox, okay? I've never had any work done on my face, never. And I'm 55 years old. I'm 55 years old. And my skin got so much better when I started doing this fruits and raw food protocol on June 1st of 2020 this year, which helped me avoid going in for cancer surgery to remove my liver for the second time, to resect 75%, to remove 75% of my liver. I said, no, I'm not doing that. That's crazy bananas. Why am I asleep in this program called My Own Health? Why am I asleep? Oh my God. So I woke up one day and I discovered juicing and I jumped in with both feet, and then I really woke up. And then the wake up really happened. Then I really had the wake up call. And I picked up the phone and I was like, I hear you. Got it. Let's go. Let's do this. And I never had any fear from that moment forward, because I understood and I knew that if I addressed what caused the cancer in the first place and not just looked at what symptom I had from the cancer and go about addressing the symptom. And Asher, I know you're 100% on board with this because we chatted, right? I know you get this. I know you're like, I'm totally not down for any medical intervention. I'm not doing that. But you still haven't really crossed over to the other side of the other way to live. It's like you've got 2 feet in both worlds. Think of yourself standing with 2 feet apart, right? You're like this, Asher. You still have your 2 feet in both worlds. You're still in the old medical model over here, right? We don't know what causes it. You got cancer. We need to operate. But you're like, no, I don't want to operate, but I'm still in that disease mode. And then you're also in the natural healing mode over here, where you know that this is the path and that this is what is actually finally addressing the cause of what put the cancer there, the dead cells there in the first place, your diet, right? But you can't move fully in both worlds. It's either the medical model or the natural healing model. Right? I know you don't believe in the medical model, but you haven't fully stepped over to the natural model. And how do you know? Because you're still in this disease progression mindset. This whole thing about disease is just what doctors have created to be able to diagnose you in order to treat your symptoms. Okay? So this is a very important concept to grasp for all of you. And by the way, it's so cool having 19 people all together in my kitchen before. By the way, this past week I had a great memory on my Facebook page. We just interject with a little story time here. I had a memory come up from 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I wore a really cute little elf Christmas sweater, and we had 20 people in this room. We had a double table set up in this room right here, our lounge, and we sat 20 people at this table for a Christmas dinner that that we prepared for our friends, and it was amazing. So I have about the same amount of people in here right now in my living room, in the lounge. We're hanging out. Congratulations to you if you are tuning in and watching this, and hopefully learning and hopefully getting a sense of how and why not to be afraid of this disease thing, right? This disease model is keeping you in fear. Fear is an acid forming environment. If you're walking around in fear, I'm telling you, you're not helping yourself. Gabrielle says, body and mind are incredibly strong if we give them both a chance. Yes, yes, mental health with observing the ego and letting the body take time to heal with good food habits. Yes, Gabrielle. Oh my goodness, you're dropping some serious ass truth up in here right now. Well done. Agreed. The buildup of bad habits from our parents, they did their best, but yeah, not always, right? Well, they did their best with what they had at the time at their disposal. Look at how hard it is for us now as parents, even though my kids are older, but look at how hard it is for us to have an impact on our children. They come with their own, they come with their own stuff, and they come with their own soul contract, and they come with their own need to experience certain things. I would have loved to have been able to raise both of my kids with a raw, in a raw lifestyle. In fact, when we had our Danica, my first daughter, she's 24 now, but when we had Danica, she was a vegetarian for the first 5 years of her life. Not that vegetarian is very healthy either, because it's not, because you can still eat a crap ton of acid forming food as a vegetarian. By the way, getting back to the acid forming food, so it's all the meats, it is all of the grains. Let me show you guys. Now I'm getting warm again. Hello, welcome to the Berns. I'm hot and I'm cold. Yes, all the time. So here, let me show you from our Detox 102 class. I would like to show you this acid and alkaline. Hold on, let me drop this for a second. So this was our acid forming and alkaline forming slide, and feel free to screenshot this. This is also on my Instagram page. So if you go to my Instagram page, which is linked in the description of this video, and you click on my highlights, I have a highlight reel for Detox 102, and I have a highlight reel for Detox 101. Go on there. And this is from Dr. Morse's book. Let me show you which book this is from, first of all. This is from Dr. Morse's book. I highly recommend that you guys go and get this book, the Detox Miracle Source book. It is excellent. It is excellent. It outlines all of this stuff. And in our Detox Masterclass series, what I do is I take sections of the book here and I break it down for you guys. I put the information into, slides like I've been showing you, let me just slide up here, I put these into slides like this. And where is that acid? Hold on, I got 75 slides in Detox 102 class. This is from Detox 102. And this really outlines the acid forming food and the alkaline forming food. We talked in that class about how we got these understanding of what's acid and what's alkaline. It's not about how something tastes. It's not about the flavonoids. It's not about how it feels in your mouth that determines whether something is acid or alkaline forming. It is what is the residue measured at after it has been combusted and metabolized within the body. So it also depends on the nature of the inorganic material. So if something is, go watch the class. It's all in the class. It's all in the class. So let's see what else we got going on here. So our parents did do our best with the information that they had. And even some parents, like some very well-meaning parents who do know that raw is better, have a hard time convincing their partners that that is the way to go. They have a hard time convincing their kids that that is the right way to go, because some kids are very addicted to all of the sweets and the breads and the complex carbohydrates. We also covered that in Detox 101. Also covered it in the sugar and carbohydrates masterclass. Go check out that playlist, because on days like today, where I'm not going to be streaming my noon class as per usual, on days like today, that's a really good time to catch up on these other classes that you may have missed. I usually go live 3 times a day, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, like I'm doing today, noon Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes that varies, though, with all of these class times, usually, because sometimes I'm a little bit delayed, or I might decide, oh, today I want to sleep in and snuggle up with Dolly for a little bit longer, or I might just want to spend the entire day with him, so I'm not going to broadcast that day. Go back and check out some of these classes. I have uploaded over 63 days, usually 3. I've uploaded about 180 videos in the last 63 days on this subject of detox. I'm not even kidding you. It has been prolific. It's hard to catch up on. It's impossible to catch up on all of them. It is. But the core ones that you want to catch up on are going to be Detox 101 and Detox 102, because that is where I'm breaking down the science in a classroom type setting and structure with those whiteboards that I showed you over here a minute ago. The Detox 102 class has something like 75 slides. And I don't just read off the slides. Like, I talk about it. I fill in the other gaps for you. You know what I'm saying? So go and check those out. Yes, diabetes runs in families, sometimes also related to food habits and genetics. It is always related to food habits and genetics. Absolutely. Because when we put in acid forming food, it destroys our tissues, glands, and organs, like the pancreas, which is responsible for a lot of things to do with sugar metabolism, right? Your sewage system backs up in the kidneys, and your organs start one by one, wherever is weakest for you, start deteriorating and corroding. Things start sticking together. And that is where the genetics comes in. So my mother died of septic shock. She died, her septic system in her body shut down and caused the rest of her system to go into shock. What is the septic system in the body? That's right, the lymphatic system. Where do we as fetuses get our lymphatic system inherited mostly from and influenced mostly from? Our mother's lymphatic system. You see? Her mother also had diabetes. Things get passed down and down and down and down and down. My dad passed away from a stroke. I have lymphatic issues in my head as well. I have the tinnitus, he had the tinnitus. I have the headaches, he had the headaches. Eyesight problems, all kinds of issues, because we inherit this genetic physical structure genetically from our parents, and they from their parents, and down the line and down the line. That doesn't mean that we just throw our hands up in the air and say, oh, I guess genetics, there's nothing I can do. You can actually totally 100% repair and heal and regenerate every single tissue and glandular system and organ system and structural system within the body. But the only way to do that is to first detox the body of all the crap that is in those organs. Somebody said in a comment yesterday on one of the posts, and I'm glad that I'm thinking of this now because I'm going to bring it up. Isabella, I don't know if Isabella is in class right now. Oh, there's been a lot of comments. I'm going to go through and I'm going to read them all. Isabella in the class, she's not in class right now, but one of our students, Isabella, said that somebody had told her, she'd been hearing from several doctors that pancreatic cancer is, you shouldn't eat fruit because that is what causes pancreatic cancer. And I'm like, oh my God, run in the opposite direction, run and run fast, fire that freaking doctor. Any doctor that tells you that fruit causes cancer, run and run fast in the opposite direction. That is your sign from the universe. You know, you're always like, oh my God, God, please give me a sign. That's your sign to run in the other freaking direction. What fruit will do for pancreatic cancer, simple, unrefined, simple sugar in the form of fructose, well, that will do for your pancreatic cancer is that will clean out and astringe all of the crap that is in your system, allowing and giving your body a chance. Okay, honey, see you. Have a good one. That will give your body a chance to detoxify the pancreas and to help regenerate it. These doctors don't have a clue. Pancreatic cancer, also, the doctors will tell you that is one of the most deadly cancers to get. Once you get that, you're pretty much done. Nothing could be further from the truth. My brother-in-law, Steve-O, passed away from pancreatic cancer, and I'm telling you, it's not the pancreatic cancer that killed him. It is the chemotherapy and the amount of pharmaceutical shit that went into him that killed him. That's right, because all of that chemotherapy, I'm sorry, Debbie, I freaking love you, but this is the truth. When you put that amount of battery acid into a system, what do you expect to happen? Cancer doesn't kill people. It's the treatment of cancer that kills people. It's the battery acid that these doctors are pouring into the system. That's what's killing people. And I'm sorry if you couldn't handle that and you needed to bust a move from class. I'm sorry. but I'm not sorry. It's time to really see. It's time to lift the veil of ignorance that the pharmaceutical companies and all of that have been putting in front of us in the guise of trying to help us. It is killing us. You go in and you cut out, you go into, oh, we see you've got cancer. We need to go do a biopsy on that. You're cutting into not mine because I never had this one done, but you're cutting into somebody's breast that has breast cancer. That breast is, you know that breast is damaged in terms of structure and form. You know that that's a weak part of the body because that's where the cells are dead. Cancer isn't going to decay and damage healthy, vibrant, alive cells. It's going to go first for the weakened cells. And then you go in and you do a biopsy and you cut into an organ and tissue that is structurally weak. What do you think is going to happen? No, and for like tiny little stuff. Absolutely insane. It's absolutely insanity. Because what ends up happening is that causes scarring, that causes more agglomeration, more sticking together, more adhesion, more scar tissue, that causes more disease in those cells, and bam, now it's getting bigger. And then they give you radiation on that breast, what is right behind the breast tissue, the lungs. A lot of breast cancer patients end up having lung cancer because of the radiation that they're exposed to from the breast, from the treatment of a cell, damaged, dead cells that is this big. Those damaged cells, that's real, but understand what caused them. Don't just go radiating the shit out of it. Don't just go trying to cut it out and not address the cause. That is why, Asher, I told you on the phone, this is why I am not afraid anymore of my cancer coming back. Like they tell me that's what it's going to happen. Oh, you'll always have this gastrointestinal stromal tumor or GIST will always come back. You'll always have to deal with this. That's bullshit. Only if I keep on feeding myself with the food that causes my body to be so acidic, to put the dead damaged tissue in whatever system I am weak in. It is all my responsibility. It is either my fault or it is my salvation. I don't know. Everything that we put into our body has an effect on our body. Cause and effect. You put acid in, and any doctor that tells you that food doesn't matter or that fruits are going to cause your cancer, run in the other direction. That is your sign from the universe to run. Fire them. Fire that doctor. If that's your doctor, fire their ass because they don't know what they're doing. Or maybe they do and it's really sinister. Can't be. This can't be that sinister, that they're just brainwashed just like the rest of us have been. I know a lot of people that have become doctors that went into it because they really genuinely wanted to help people. They genuinely wanted to help people get better, feel better, heal from disease, and they have been brainwashed. They've not been taught the true healing, the true path of the healer. Standard American diet, yeah, sad diet indeed. I agree, get down to business, love your health so seriously it becomes your primary in your life decisions, absolutely. And that's what I love about this. Since I started doing this class, all of these people, all of you are getting down to business. You are taking your power back. You're not living in fear anymore of some diagnosis and, oh, my fill in the blank is getting worse, because you know, hey man, if I'm experiencing all this frigging hellstorm in my body and I've been raw for 6 months, frigging right. Why am I just saying, oh, I'm doing all this and nothing is working. I'm not healing my body. Asher, you're healing your body, but right now it's messy. Right now it looks pretty ugly. And right now it feels like shit. But that's just because you're cleaning out. You're cleaning house, baby. Don't give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. Exactly. I do the same thing, Gabriel. When I see junk food at a store, I'm tempted to buy sugar. I scream inside me, no, in my own pause. It's poison in my own voice. Yeah. Control strongly what you can and ignore what out of what puts you out of your power. Yep, the sugar makes the body acidic too. So we're running down the acid forming foods, right? So we're talking about all the protein, all the meats. These are my non-negotiables. These are things that I will no longer put in my body, right? I have my non-negotiables, and then I have my other, allowances. But my non-negotiables are no meat, no animal protein, right? That includes chicken, beef, pork, fish, seafood, all of it. No complex carbohydrates in the form of flour, in the form of processed sugar, in the form of sweets, candies, cakes, breads, none of that. No, not negotiable anymore. No dairy, no cheese, no milk, no yogurt, no kefir, no mucus forming food at all in that dairy format. No beans. Oh, sorry, let me go back to, okay, no grains. That was part of the complex carbohydrates, processed food. So no rice, no flour, no wheat, no wheat gluten, no soy. We just did a big thing about soy in Detox 102. Go check that out. Those are my non-negotiables. And then no beans, no hard beans. And if I'm going to have beans, if I'm going to have anything in that category, it's going to be garbanzo beans. Yes, they're on the acid side of chemistry because of the protein, because of the nitrogen factor. However, it's one of my allowances, one of the things that I will allow myself to have. And I'm going to monitor and see how my body does and how my body feels. And I'm not going to eat it by the poundful. I'm going to eat it in moderation. Agreed. Remove acids. Alkaline foods is best. Yes. Well, alkaline foods is best as well as greens. But if you can focus on your fruits, guys, that is my focus. My focus is not on greens. My focus is on fruits for my alkalinity. Alcohol, cigarettes, animal product sugar is bad for acidic body. It's bad for everybody. Everybody. 35. Come on. No, 55. Come on. Your skin shows that you are healthy. You look great. Thank you so much. I feel great. I'm doing this from the inside out, baby. Hey there, Jonathan. Thank you so much. Welcome to class, Jonathan. It's so great to have you here. I've never seen you pop up on a comment before, so your name and your face is new to me. So welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you for being in class. Awesome. Hey, Wanda, same thing. Wanda, so good to have you in class. Although I think you've been in class before, haven't you? I think so. Hi, Wanda, welcome. If you haven't, if you're brand new at commenting, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here, babe. Good morning, Wanda says. I healed my body from kidney failure. Well done. Where's my bell? My bell is over there. I got to go get it for that one. Hold on. Bells for Wanda. Well done, Wanda. That is amazing. Over 200 kidney stones passed and was on blood pressure medication. Was given 6 weeks to live. Dude, Wanda. At the age of 30. Wow. Wow. Went on a raw vegan plan the next day and it healed my body completely in 10 months. And I lost 110 pounds. Wow, girl, detox was terrible, but pushed my way through it. Trust the process. Wanda. Thank you so much for being here, Wanda. Thank you for being on this planet. Thank you for being an inspiration to myself and to so many. When I hear stories like this, I'm like, you give me inspiration. You give me momentum. You feed my momentum to keep this going, to keep these classes turned on, to keep doing this work, to keep sharing with other people, and for me to keep doing my work too. That is amazing. And thank you so much for the testimony of what a raw vegan program can do for you and for other people. This is helping so many other people who are all watching live right now. And if you guys are getting any value, all 19 of you, if you can hit that like button, if you can give me a thumbs up, give yourselves a thumbs up. You're giving yourself a thumbs up by doing that. You're just like, you're rock stars. Sunday morning, before Christmas, the Sunday morning before Christmas, and 20 of you right now are able to see value in this, please smash that like button and let's get this out to the world. Wanda, congratulations. Detox can be horrible and you're pushing through. It's indoctrination. Oh, 100% it's indoctrination. Agree um, with Jonathan there. Hospital were all about treatment and solution, expensive and toxic, not what causes it or what are your life habits at all. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? Congratulations, says Stacy. That is amazing. Yeah. Wanda, that is incredible, man. That's amazing. Congratulations. I, by the way, I need to find out more about your story. Do you ever post anywhere, Wanda? Do you post about your story? Are you inspiring other people to do this? You are a light, my friend. You need to shine that light so brightly to inspire so many people who need to hear that. And thank you for being inspired to drop that comment here. I appreciate you so much, Wanda. I thank them for removing my tumor, but the medication, meh, zero diet tips. Same thing with me. Same thing with me. At the time, I believed that that is what I needed for my body. And you know what? I thank the incredibly skilled surgeons that helped me. But yeah, no dietary information. The only thing my surgeon who took out my stomach removed 90% of my stomach in 2011 to deal with the first tumor. The only thing that he said to me was, oh, you'll never have to diet again after this surgery. Well, little did I know at the time what that meant. I did not know that that meant that he was going to be removing 90% of my stomach. And when I woke up from that surgery, I was like, what? When I said, how did it go? He's like, great, we removed 90% of your stomach. And I went, what? Come again? Huh? And then you know what the dietary information was when the dietitian came in right before I was discharged? She wanted to get me to drink Ensure. And I looked at that and I said, absolutely not. I got this. I'll figure that part out. But yeah, I'm not going to go drink Ensure. Are you trying to kill me? This is inspiring. Wonderful to read your story. Oh my gosh. Her story, Wanda's story, that is incredibly inspiring. You guys screenshot this right now. Asher, screenshot this and read it often. Go, do it. Screenshot this on your phone right now. And when you're experiencing what you're experiencing, I want you to remember Wanda. I have another Rhonda in the class as well. I want you to remember Wanda Payton and remind yourself that this is part of the process. Wanda, that is amazing. When did you do that? At the age of 30, you did that. So I don't know how old you are now. When was that? That's amazing. Oh my God. I'm so happy for you. I'm just like, I took a screenshot of it, by the way. There's a huge business around cancer treatment, sadly, and zero money to be made with Eat Broccoli. Bingo. Ate junk for 37 years. Last year, vegan. Oh my God. My articulation feels great. No more pain. Yeah, your body can move better. You can articulation meaning the movement of the joints, right? Because you're not leaching calcium. When you have joint problems, articulating your joints and pain in your joints, what's happening is that your body is leaching calcium out of the bones in order to quiet down and cool down the hot acid hit. You know, when you have stomach acid, when you have heartburn because you ate too much crap and you know it and your stomach is burning, what do? You take a Tums, you take Pepto-Bismol. That's calcium. Your body is going to try to do that on its own and pull calcium out of where? Out of your structure, because our skeletal system has the highest mineral content in our body is calcium because it's in our bones. And what does the body do? It's going to pull calcium out of the bones to try to quiet down the acid in the body. Acid from where? From the food that we're putting in. So you turn around the food that you're putting in, you stop the cause of the acidosis. You stop the cause, you stop the symptoms, right? So if you want to have your symptoms disappear, but like disappear as in you're healed, not disappear because you're suppressing the symptom, then you want to go for this raw vegan lifestyle. Wanda proved it to herself. And if that isn't proof enough for me that I'm on the right path and I don't care what symptoms are showing up in my body, it's just like, you want to detox me, body? Let's go. I'll dry fast your ass so fast. And that's what I did. I will dry fast your ass so fast, body of mine, not out of anger, out of, oh, you're trying to detox me? Like a couple months ago when I had that big detox symptom, that big healing crisis, you know, I ate some cognac noodles, CONJAC, which is like yam noodles. And I went and I ate that, and I knew it because I had it before, like a year ago, and it did the same reaction to me. I don't know why I thought that this time would be different, but I was like, I wonder if it'll be different. It wasn't any different. And my body went into a huge detox symptom. I had a huge healing crisis with several symptoms. I felt like I'd been hit by a truck. I felt like I was dying. I had diarrhea and vomiting at the same time. And I was like, all right, you want to detox me? I'll detox your ass so fast. Let's go. Dry fast. No water, no food, no fruit, no nothing. Just chilling out and letting my body detox. And I felt like crap for 2 days. And at the end of the second day, I was bouncing myself back up to high vibration and high energy. So, you know, yes, acid, articulation pain confirmed. That was a great list, right? The acid and alkaline list. I love the font and art style of your slide. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And Gabriel is talking about, well, I guess this one for one. So I just was showing some slides that I did in my Detox 102. So if you guys have not seen Detox 102 or Detox 101, today is a great day to catch up on that, because I am not going to be doing my regularly scheduled live at noon or at 8 o'clock, because today is the day that we're going to go Christmas shopping for the girls. So I'm definitely not going to be online later on, but I encourage you to definitely go into the description of this video and look for Detox 101 and Detox 102. You want to watch those because it's got so much information to help all of this kind of come together. It's one thing to do the detox, right? Because a lot of you are doing that. It's another thing to fully understand and to fully assimilate and synthesize the information as it pertains to the detox, which is why I love doing these classes, because together we're doing the detox part of it. We're drinking the juice. We're learning about how this is affecting our bodies from a firsthand experience with it, or you're having some raw vegan chewing food, or you're even having a little bit of a 20% cooked, 80% raw. And then you're learning about the science and about the concepts behind why this works. I highly encourage you guys to start becoming a student of your own process through this, all right? Become the student. Be excited about learning about these things, because the more you know, the more confidence you can have moving into stuff like strong detox reactions, all right? Feeling like, you know, part of what you're feeling with the not being able to breathe is because you're not breathing, because you're so uptight about, oh my God, my disease is getting worse. Not if you're, no, it's not. I'm just going to put it out there. Your disease cannot progress if you've removed the cause. Your body is now trying to play catch up to flush out all the shit that you put in your body, right? Stay with it. Stay with it, Asher. You got it. Enjoying this book. Thank you. Yes. Wanda. Good morning, Rockstar Ruiz. Just woke up. Oh my goodness. Awesome. How are you? I saw the melons, not the melons, the lemons. Isn't it funny? Lemons and melons have the same letters in it. I just realized that. L-E-M. Doesn't it, Dolly? Lemons and melons? He's standing over there munching on something.
Sorry.
Good morning, Tamar. How are you, sweetie? Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my goodness. I loved our chat that we had this Friday, by the way. Oh my God, it was so great to finally connect and meet you. Don't do what I do, do what I say, my parents used to say. I hope your channel grows. Well, you know what? You're here. So that's all that matters, right? My channel is going to grow because the more people that start learning about this, the more people that are going to see it. You can help me grow this channel. You help me grow this channel every time you engage on the live, every time that you drop a comment after the live, every time you give me a thumbs up. You are helping grow this channel. Every time you share this with your people, oh my God, hit the share button, subscribe to my channel, set the notifications to see all the notifications. Come on here when I go live, be a part, an active member in the class, and this is growing. This is growing. I was able to grow this channel with all of your help. So thank you again. You guys were able to help me grow my channel to 4,000 watch hours in 50 days. That was all because of you. And I am so grateful. That is a huge accomplishment. That's no small feat on YouTube. 4,000 watch hours. That's a lot of watch hours. That's almost 250,000 minutes watched because of you guys finding value in what I'm doing here and what I'm presenting to you. So I so appreciate you. You have no idea, but you do because I just told you. So now you have an idea. Active streamer, help me feel less alone too. Oh my God, that is awesome. Hickey, Lori, I'm going to check out that streamer. Where do they stream? Thanks for taking the time in 2020. Everyone is rushing around 2-minute video with ads. You're timeless. It's rare. Keep it up. You give me hope in humanity. LOL. Oh my gosh, that is so great to hear. I love spending time with you guys. I love helping you learn. And we're doing this all together. Oh, we got lots of comments still to go. Let's see here. 90% of my family is obese, and they laugh that I'm the only vegan and almost only skinny. Listen, compared to what their experience is in their body with their obesity, they're going to look at anything that is not close to where they are as really far out there. You got to save yourself. That's what this is about. Gabriel says, hi, good morning, Rockstar. That's horrible. Hey, I don't know which you're referring to now because you said that a while back, but thanks so much, Lynn. Lynn, so glad to see you here. Yeah, eat fruit as much as you want. Absolutely. Fruit and veggies never go wrong. So watery. Yeah, you want to get those juicy fruits in you, right? Yep, cancer at hospitals is a big business. It's a multi-trillion-dollar business, and the treatment of cancer kills millions of people. That's what we should be worried about, not some, thing that has a 99.8% recovery rate. That's not where we should be freaking out and worried about. We should be, hey man, if people were as much up in arms about cancer treatment as they are around this thing that's happening in 2020, man, that would be awesome, right? My doctor from Hodgkinson cancer gave me zero nutritional advice. Yeah. Doctors are not trained in this. They're not trained in how to help people heal the body. They're trained in how to prescribe treatment for people. They even gave me extra chemo to make sure it's really destroyed. Yeah, right. More like selling poison, 100%. Isabella is here. Isabella, thank you so much. I scrolled down before. I addressed your question. I'm going to come back and address it right now. We talked a minute ago about your question that I saw about, remember you were talking about pancreatic cancer? But let's read this here. Hi, I'm constantly worried since a few weeks of strange pain in my right back or in my stomach, right side or liver. Fruits, herbs, but nothing better. Bad stress, storage, strange pain. Well, your body is going to experience pain in areas where you are structurally weak. Okay? Number one. Number two, intense pain is one of the detox symptoms. Let me pull it up here for you again. Actually, I'm going to just say, because I do need to run. I need to start getting ready to go shopping. But Isabella, first of all, how long have you been doing your raw foods? And you're doing raw right now. When you have these symptoms coming up and you're doing raw, it is a confirmation that these are cleansing symptoms, number one. Number two, stop listening to doctors and stop looking at other people that are telling you that fruits is going to cause pancreatic cancer. All right, you're worrying, you need to not be listening to those doctors. I was talking about that earlier. In fact, go back after this video and rewatch this video. We talked about this. The fact of the matter is that also the closer you are in your body to the kidneys, the closer an organ is to the kidneys, the faster. That's the fastest and the first set of organs to heal in the body. So pancreatic cancer is not caused by fruits, melons, and berries. That is actually the only thing that is going to heal them. To heal the pancreas. Oh my God, I'm officially out of juice. The stress is also not helping you. The stress is also acid forming in your system. I have pain all the time. My kidneys have been in so much pain. Oh my God, my left kidney in particular. It's like, ay, ay, ay. But both sides. It's part of the cleansing process. You have to get comfortable with this process. Maybe a lot of junk in the appendix too, right side, could be. I have a small hard bumps on my elbows, but since I started juicing, they're going away. Yay! Those lipomas, those are lipomas, fatty deposits. Those fatty deposits are going to go away because you're healing, you're cleansing the lymphatic system, and everything is cleaning out. That is just agglomerated and hardened tissue from acidosis. Those hard bumps on your elbows. So well done, Rockstar. Nutritional fact, Dr. Greer is a good doctor, I think. Yeah, I think I've heard his name as well. Haven't studied too much. Veganism changed my life. It's real, for real, real. Non-noticeable, powerful magician. We intend things. When you intend that poison is non-negotiable, it becomes ultra easy. I'm the same way. I look at everything I put in my body as, what is it? What is the chemistry of what I'm putting in? What's the chemistry of what I'm putting in? And I see all of that stuff too, all the chocolate, all of that stuff. I mean, Christmas stockings are going to be a little bit different in this house this year. It's not going to include a bunch of crap chocolate, which it usually does, because it's poison. I can't give that to my kids anymore. It becomes ultra easy. It's non-negotiable. Cassid, done. Yes. Yes. Shamanism, call it intent. I see it as magic too. So do I. Hey, 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 Emoji King in the house. No, we'll have none of that. Fruit, melons, and berries, baby. Absolutely. Bells, also nice to instant meditation, 1 second, stopping at inner talk, worry, and just be for a second. Yes, we just have to be in the present moment. Stop worrying. Stop projecting, and stop guessing at what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen today or tomorrow. Listen, be in the moment. That's all you have. You woke up this morning, you're in bed, awesome. You're bedridden, great. Now you have a reason to just relax for once because you're doing too much. That's what the universe is trying to tell you. You know, relax, put on Detox 101 and rewatch that if you're bedridden today. People think we got to meditate hours, but sometimes only some seconds. Bringing breath and focus is calming a lot and recentering. Yes, my friend. Yay, Wanda, you rock, right, Emoji King? Isn't she amazing? I was like 20% body fat, and I'm getting 15% after 1 year raw vegan. Now I'm curious how raw vegan will get me. Fit as fuck, LOL. Absolutely healthy. It's not about fitness. Fitness is different. This is about health. And you will get very lean doing this. Wanda, yes, girl. Thank you, Wanda. That's inspiring. I can and I will do this. Yes, you can, and yes, you will, and yes, you are. Congratulations. A great job. Dr. Moore saved me too. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Kristen. Wanda Payne is at Healing Healthy 23. Okay, I'm going to screenshot that as well. Guys, you can follow. Is that on the Instagram? I'm 51 now. Girl. Amazing. I'm so happy for you. Good rap lyrics there. Yeah. From the, what was I saying there? I know what you were talking about. What was I saying now? I don't remember. Do you guys know that I kind of don't really remember much of what I say 2 seconds after I say it? I'm just streaming. These are just streams of consciousness that I'm translating, or it's just coming out of my mouth. Yes, some of my own education and some of my own experiences. I'm seeing, I'm translating the information that's coming through me through the filter of my own personality and my own experiences and my own education. But for the most part, what I pull and from where and from what I'm inspired to say, kind of not coming from me, if you know what I mean. It's a much more divine sort of experience of energy that I'm downloading. So I don't really remember what the rap was, but it, I know what you mean. I was rapping there a little bit. This is great. A great morning class with all the testimonials helps all of us reaffirm this raw lifestyle. Yes, Robin. Yes, yes, yes. Listen, you never know which is going to be the master class of the day, right? Although I would hasten to guess that every single class that I have, something is being channeled through me for you. So every class is a master class. But this class in particular is like fire, with all of you guys contributing all of your beautiful testimonies about how this is changing your life, even in the struggle, even in the, oh my God, I'm bedridden and I'm scared. Even in that, we come together and we grow in strength. Because to think that any of us have not felt that, Asher, to think that I have not felt that too, my God, the amount of times that I have felt pain right at my tumor site and have freaked the F out and have been scared and have been doubting and have been wondering and have been like, am I meditating hard enough? Am I doing all the things that I need to be doing? Truth of the matter is, I wasn't, because I was never adding in this nutritional component. And I'm so grateful that I am now. But even in the despair, even in the struggle, even in the questioning, even in the worry, in the doubt, in the disempowerment, in the anger that rises up, in the resentment that why do I have to be dealing with this? What the hell is going on with my life? In all of that, we come together in this class and we all help each other, remind each other. When you see, listen, I am pretty sure, Wanda, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you saw Asher saying that she's struggling and in bedridden and is scared that this is disease progression, I bet you that inspired you to let her know your story of regaining your health. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to assume that that's what went down. You're like, oh, damn, look at this beautiful queen struggling right now. I got to let her know, man, this is the way, right? We come together and we inspire each other. And I'm just looking, what's going on the TV over there? But anyhow, your participation in class is what makes this class so amazing. I want you to know that. Your presence here matters. Whether you are struggling, whether you are already healed, whether you are new on the path, whether you are a few months in on this path, whether you are just looking at this, you just happen to open this up and you're like, what is this chick with the mohawk talking about? By the way, I need to shave my head. I know I was lazy this weekend. I was lazy. I need to shave the hawk. All of this is because of you. This is your class. This is why I put your comments up on the screen so that you guys can understand and know this is your class. This is your voice. Your story matters here. It truly does, because it can help other people create a story that is now rooted more in belief as opposed to doubt. Rooted a story. I want you to create a new story for yourself, Asher and Isabella and Jennifer and Amy and Gabriel and Emoji King and Rockstar Ruiz and everybody, Karen and Robin and Alana and Kelly and Cindy and all of you. I want you to create a story that is not one based in fear anymore. All right, it's time to let go of the fear. You need to let go of this fear that the doctors have put into you that is making you feel like it's a lost cause. All right? You don't have anything to be afraid of on any subject, on any level. Step into the light of this work. Step in, step in, step in. There is a kind of spiritual fight going on, the body addiction, screaming for drugs, sugar, alcohol, etc., and the good version of us, or angel, telling us not to consume poison. So true. Rewatched Detox 102 yesterday. Very informative. Awesome, man. I'm so glad. Hey, Bob. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I'm considering dropping some of the food from the list and trying even more fruits. I would. Now, just because you see this acid alkaline list, right, doesn't mean that you should go eat all those foods either, right? Keep your diet, keep your life simple, keep your diet simple. Hi, Emoji King. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. We've been missing you a little bit, Emoji King. Finished all your orders, Amy? And Emoji King says, hey, Amy. Hikomori is people very lonely, not a stream, Japanese issue with tons of people in my tiny room, asocial. I don't know what any of that means, but melons and lemons, lemons and melons. Wait a second. Emoji King. Raw generative detox. Oh, I love that name. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning to you, raw generative detox. Thank you so much for popping in. I need to get my plug for my phone because it just had a flash of low battery. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Consider a Discord channel to promote your YouTube and Facebook, etc. I have a community hangout. You seem very active everywhere, but it's not another place to put a link and chit chat. Yeah. I will get all of those extra things sorted out when I have time. Right now, time is, this has been already an extremely beautiful yet time-consuming process for me to get this out there to you, and it will grow. I'm not in a big rush. Everybody who is in here, who is seeing the work, who is doing the work, I'm in service now greatly here, and I don't want to take away too much of my. Uh, I'll get there, but I hear you. Discord, I gotcha. Isabella Guden Dagi, pranayama breathing exercises. Ease into the path on your breath. I'll breathe with you in prayer. Oh, that's beautiful, Emoji King. Yeah, pranayama, the science of breath work. That is prana, meaning breath of life. Entering the age of Aquarius. Yes, we are. Unconditional love. God's love is amping up in us. Can't you feel it? Just breathe slowly in corpse pose. Yes, corpse pose is the 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 pose in yoga where you just are on your mat, on your back, still as a dead corpse. And it is the hardest yoga posture, the hardest asana or yoga posture to master, because quiet in the body also implies quiet in the mind. And to lay there still and not to be bothered, it's okay. You can probably do it for 5 seconds and then you got an itch show up and then you're like, oh, no, corpses don't itch their ears. Know you are loved. Check out John Binney on YouTube. Yes, John Binney, our amazing John Binney. I have to run. Okay, Asher, it's 1:15 a.m. here in South Australia. I'm finding it hard to sleep, but I need to try. Thank you, everyone, for your positive comments and best wishes. You're welcome. Yes, I was in bed for 3 weeks as well, says Wanda, pardon me. You have a great observation of the ego. You notice a lot of the avoidable troubles. Many of our issues are fixable, and we imagine we can't cause reasons. Yes. +1 Mohawk chicks. Life warrior, ornament. Your haircut is also indirect magic and intent. I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware, my friend. My healing is coming along nicely, says Emoji King. My ribs and sternum realigning in my shoulder popped. My shoulder popped back into place. 6-pack is back. I'm killing it. Yes, my friend. Get it. Yay, I got a 4-pack aiming for the 6. Get it. Hi, Cindy. No, I haven't. LOL. I have 15 to do today, but I'll get them done. I'm looking forward to some break time and much needed rest. Yes, how is your mouth healing? Cindy had her wisdom teeth removed. Cindy, I have no idea why the girl emoji turns into a boy emoji. It's okay, it's all good. I gotcha, so natural. Yeah. I'm very aware of the power of my hawk. I'm very aware that I walk in a very high energetic space. And I'm very aware this is not by accident, but I do need to shave it. It is, I don't know if you can see it. It's time. I usually shave every other day, but now I realize I got to start shaving it every day. But this is I think 3 days long. I worked yesterday with a client clearing emotional blocks. That is so beautiful. Isn't it amazing when we help other people clear these blocks that we have had our own experiences in clearing? It's so empowering. I love it. Why do my letters smoosh? I don't know. Yeah, quieting down the body. You guys, I love you all so much. I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for being here for this incredible class. I hope that you got inspiration to keep going on your journey, and I hope that you check out the Detox 101 and Detox 102 classes linked here in the description of this video. Check it out on the YouTube and give me some thumbs up, y'all. Let's help get this out to more people in the world. Comment on the video after it has been live, and that will also help the YouTube algorithm show this to more people. And have a frigging awesome day. Tomorrow is December 21st, 2020, the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. This is a time to rise up in your light. This is a time to shine your light extremely brightly. This is a time of great new things for all of us on the planet. Hold true to who you are. Remember who you are. You are a goddess of love and light. You are a god of love and light. We are all God incarnate. Shine our light brightly. Don't fall into the trap of fear. It's a trap. And love yourself. Love yourself. I love you. Mwah.